Tonkin, and it'd take decades for it to come out it was staged. Now, they've been lying and saying they're not naked body scanning people and saving the images, or that it's not dangerous radiation. Now it's come out they lied. And so now they're being exposed pretty much in real time, but they still have the old instincts and old habits of just stonewalling us. And now they look like the naked emperor. I mean, now they look like clowns.
And that's for sure they do.
Let's, Josh, any final comments on that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that, well, they're also conditioning us. I mean, look, it's so basic. If you read your toothpaste tube, it even says, do not, if ingest more than a pea-sized amount, call poison control. How do people not see that and understand that it's a poison? That's one. Two, you see the media now pushing American terrorism, American-grown terrorism. All these people are now being arrested left and right, and they're conditioning us to believe that the American people are the next terrorists. It is so blatantly obvious, and this goes into my question, which was, were we focusing a lot on Iran being potentially the next war, which I believe it could be. But what about the threat of the North and South Korea turmoil that's going on? We have China that's doing these military drills, showing their force, showing their power. Hillary Clinton blaming North Korea for that obvious, Gulf of Tonkin situation in South Korea. What are both of your opinions on the potential that it could even be, maybe a South Korea, North Korea that could potentially
Great points, Josh. We're running out of time. Bob, real fast, give us your take.
I think China would invite war, would want war. 1.4 billion people. They got to get rid of them. They got too many people.
That's why they're eugenicists. That's why they've signed on to it.
That's right. And we still have Venezuela, which they'd like to knock off and show the people in Latin America that the U.S. is still king down there. And so there are other places they could start this thing, or get them all going at the same time.
Oh, yeah, that's the word, and they're admitting it now. They are planning to hit Iran and probably Venezuela at the same time through the proxy Colombia. Let's talk to Ryan in Washington. Ryan, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex. Hey, Bob. I'm going to be really quick here. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with a bone disease called avascular necrosis. And the doctors have no idea why I got it. Idiopathic is the reason that they gave me. They don't know why. And
really, all the studies show it's directly linked to fluoride.
Exactly, and this is why I started listening to you shortly after I was diagnosed with this, and I put two and two together, although I can't prove it.
No, that's the major studies. Bone cancer, macular degeneration, all of it. No, that's the government knows that. The doctors, though, block out, because the government's putting it in the water, that can't be it. And then even when the vaccines are killing kids en masse, they come out and say, okay, it's killing them, but you're still a conspiracy theorist for not liking it.
Right. The solution they gave me was find a surgeon. I need total hip replacements, both hips, but I can't find a surgeon to do the surgery, but they want to give me OxyContin or push me on these pain pills, which I have refused.
Yeah, no. They hurt you, they hit you with a weapon, and then they sell you the solution.
So I have refused the narcotics. That's all I really got to say, is I just don't drink the water. Get mad. I'm mad. I'm mad about
Well, what happens is, and I'm boiling this down into layman's terms from the scientific reports I've read, is it calcifies in the bones, and then it causes abnormal bone growth. And, thyroidism. How many women do you know that are 20 years old and have a thyroid of a 75-year-old? I mean, every restaurant I sit in, half the time I hear women talking about their thyroids. The sodium fluoride. Bob, why do you think the media has come out and admitted they want to put lithium in the water lately?
Probably because it's another blatant move forward in their move to let everybody know how powerful they are. Exactly.
It's, hey, we're going to put lithium in your water, and it's going to be in every major newspaper promoting it. And when Alex Jones comes out and says it's a bad idea, Wired Magazine's going to tell their readers it doesn't exist because they have nothing but contempt for you. We'll be back with more calls. Stay with us.
This is not a drill.
Repeat.
This is not a drill. Gun sales are on a staggering pace.
Gun prices are going through the roof, and that means desperate, vicious criminals now want your guns
And will do anything to get them.
Now, a new book reveals powerful secrets for hiding your guns from thieves and looters. You'll learn step-by-step, battle-hardened techniques, where to hide your guns so criminals will never find them,
How to create the perfect hiding place
as well as the places you should never hide your guns.
under any circumstance.
These and other closely guarded gun caching secrets are guaranteed to keep your weapons safe and out of sight when the going gets tough.
But listen up.
For security reasons, the Hide Your Guns book and even the website may disappear without warning at any time. Go to hideyourguns.com.
That's hideyourguns.com.
Or call 877-327-0365.
Before they come for your guns.
Hideyourguns.com right now. Right now.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The New World Order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Gulf War vets, 9/11 workers, people around the Gulf oil spill fumes. All were exposed to toxic chemicals in the air and became ill. Even in your home, air contamination can make you sick. You have been exposed to airborne toxic particulate matter and volatile organic compounds causing fatigue, flu-like symptoms, or worse. Protect yourself. You cannot trust anyone to do it for you. Clean the air in your home or workplace with a HealthMate Plus air purifier. Call airfiltersandpurifiers.com for answers on how to purify the air you breathe. Contact airfiltersandpurifiers.com and ask about the HealthMate Plus. The HealthMate Plus is capable of trapping 99.97% of all polluting particulates. Buy the HealthMate Plus today with no tax, free shipping, a 5-year warranty, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to airfiltersandpurifiers.com. GCN listeners get a 5% discount by using promo code GCN. Call 800-499-2418 or go to airfiltersandpurifiers.com. Your trusted advisor for clean air.
Okay, let's move quick. Let's talk to Tanya in Mass, then Rashid, Lisa, and Joe if we have time. Quick questions or comments. Tanya, good to have you call. Welcome.
Hey, Alex. Thanks a lot for all the truth that you're spreading, and I appreciate you putting yourself on the line to let the word out. Real quick, I just wanted to say that yesterday you were talking about privacy and how we're all pretty much conditioned that, you know, hey, look at me, I'm a celebrity, with our youth being attacked. We're basically submitting to, like, hey, here's my life, here's everything, invade it, and in turn, everything's cohesive. It all connects. Talking about vaccines, how vaccines destroy our immune systems. Then they bank and capitalize on everybody getting ill. And it just keeps going on with the food industry and the FDA and the CDC and then the financial institution. It just makes sense. And when you tell people this, I can see your rants and you freak out because they think you're a nutbag. And then later on, they're like, oh, should have listened. And I think we all need to rally up and do something, like, quick, because it's getting to a point where we're divided. You're either on their side or you're on this side.
Well, Tanya, move on to those that want to hear, but just protect those children I hear in the background and continue to tell the truth. And then, as you said, later they come back to you and say, wow, you were right. I mean, how people, the government and corporations are assaulting your children. And now they've had 40 billionaires put their money in a tax-free kitty that they're going to make money out of, funding all of this. And they have another major Rockefeller study about vaccines to sterilize you that they publicly publish. Bob Chapman.
You're absolutely right. And this young lady who has just been on the phone is a perfect example of the people who are going to carry this thing forward for us. And the young men that were on earlier. And just keep it up. If you do what you can do, everybody will be able to come out relatively okay on the end.
Let's move quick. Lisa in California, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex. I wanted to suggest another idea for you to push people to do to get back at the banks. And I think people should be encouraged to leave the major banks and go to credit unions and their small local banks to...
I agree. The banker takeover is about shutting down local banks. Bob Chapman talks about that. Got to move. Great points, Lisa. I'll be back Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Be sure and call me then. Rashid in Maryland, you're on the air with Bob Chapman. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Jones, Mr. Chapman. I'm going to be quick. A couple of things I just wanted to point out. One of the things that I've done just recently, becoming an info warrior, I've gone online. I've ordered little pocket-size books with the Constitution, Bill of Rights in them. I've made mass copies of the Obama Deception. I missed the sale that you had there. I'm going to get on top of the Fall of the Republic. And what I'm doing is, along with that copy of the DVD, I'm handing them copies of the pocket-sized Bill of Rights. You can get them for a couple of cents on the dollar. Hands of copies of the Constitution and Bill of Rights in there, just to inform those. Another thing I want to point out real quick, on top of the fluoride, I'm 36 years old. I remember, back in the 80s and 90s, my father talking about fluoride in water, how bad it was for his family. I'm from a family of 7. You don't see that much anymore. And him ordering, weekly supplies of those Deer Park water jugs or so. And on that, the Centrum and one of the big vitamin companies out there, along with the GNC, they place inside of their, it's labeled on their product, titanium dioxide, which is also found in toothpaste and is considered a carcinogen.
I'm out of time, Rashid. Great points. I tell you, Bob Chapman, it's great to hear how informed people are.
I love it, and I want them to keep on doing it, and thanks for listening, all of you.
Bob, we'll talk to you again, God willing, next Friday during the 3rd hour. Take care.
Bye-bye, and you too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up in the hour on Infowars.com and the radio stations, I'm going to be covering the Rockefellers and a lot more.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Listen up, friends. This is Alex Jones with key information. The mainstream media is now admitting that we're going into a depression. Don't be dependent on the government for you and your family. You need to get your own supply of high-quality storable foods from efoodsdirect.com. They're the best company out there, the longest continually operating, with a ton of great food to choose from. It's all fresh, made on a monthly basis, not some old cruddy food they're selling you like some of the other guys. Try their new Evacuation Pack, a 2-week supply of delicious, easy-to-fix food. It comes with all the equipment you need to prepare it. With open talk of a strike on Iran in the next 3 months, the crisis in the Gulf, and possible evacuations, get yourself and your family ready today. The place to go is efoodsdirect.com. Go to their website online right now, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or call 800-409-5633. Again, on the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or give them a call at 800-409-5633.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.